If you're here waiting for permission to stop begging and start creating, you're in the right transmission. Everyone else can leave now. I'm not here to offer you advice. I'm here to transmit the exact frequency I channeled, which turns recognition into real monetary flow. What you are about to hear comes from my true story, my authentic identity, and the actual spiritual gifts I am blessed with. Earned through the death of the self, I knew the fires of narcissistic abuse and a relentless resilience, passion for life, willpower, and the purest love and devotion on earth, the kind a mother carries for her children. It is not for the faint of heart. This is for every woman who needs to hear it, who feels stuck, unseen, unheard, or stripped of her worth. I want you to know you are not alone, and you are not powerless either. Ordinarily, I would reserve this kind of teaching for my paying clients or my closest friends. It's something that I would usually only share within my House of Sovereign style community. But this came through differently. It started as a simple message to a dear friend of mine, a woman doing everything she could to survive and care for her autistic daughter. I wanted to give her practical advice, how to start tracking what she receives as income. Not just in dollars, but meals, clothes, kindness, open doors, help, all of it. Because the moment you start to see what you receive, you start to open the flow. You start to recognize that abundance has been surrounding you all along. Because that is what you have to do when you literally have nothing at all. No resources, no support, no recurring income, no cash flow to build more abundance with. It's exactly what I had to learn, rebuilding from ashes. After decades of narcissistic abuse, after strokes that stole everything I had been building, after losing all I thought defined me as a woman, my skills, my patience, my capacity, my qualifications, even fragments of my precious memories. At times, my mind, my faith, and pieces of my personality, nothing was salvageable. The woman I had been became a shadow, disembodied chaos wearing an Angie suit. I was a shell thrust violently into grief, into the fire of a death I had to mourn before it was even fully at my door. Few ever gain the knowledge earned by grieving the death of the self you always knew. The amount of distrust and fear I had to overcome were mountains I had to scale confused and solo. Existing in this world alone, no man, no friends, no family, a neurologist who gaslit me into questioning my own sanity, while knowing at any moment my life, my body, my control could be ripped from me. I could have abandoned my children, my small children at the time, without my permission. I was a walking time bomb, stripped of power, control, and hope. If I had not learned this universal law, the one that turns recognition and gratitude into real monetary flow, I would have never made it this far. This is why every woman who listens should take this to heart. But as I began writing, something else took over, as it often does now. These downloads, they're happening so frequently lately, sometimes daily, sometimes twice a day, that when it happens, I disappear. I enter a trance, fully absorbed, transmuting what's coming through. It's not something I can control. It flows through me. When I put pen to paper, when I try to type something, when I simply open to receive. If I seem distracted or unavailable lately, please understand that this is what's been happening with me. And I have no control over it. When it hits, it just hits. It took me all day to channel the full message this time. It's long. What came through this time wasn't just advice. It was a divine transmission, a message about sovereignty, abundance, and the bridge between being rescued and creating your own power. And I realized this is the kind of wisdom every woman could benefit from. Women who feel stuck, women who have no resources, women who have fought and kept fighting, even when they feel like giving up. Women who know pride and embarrassment makes asking for help nearly impossible, but they swallow that pride and they do it anyway. Asking for help publicly is terrifying. And when you do ask and nobody responds, it chips away at your faith. It keeps you stuck. My friend and I have both experienced this. Publicly attacked, judged, called names by total strangers who don't know our struggles, our truth, or the love and effort we pour into our children. The shame, embarrassment, and abuse people sling at you feels crushing. And yet, these same people don't realize how vulnerable and fragile their own security actually is, how easily life could strip it away. They have no awareness of the luck that protects them, the unseen chaos that could hit any of us at any moment. The truth is, the only difference between those who judge and belittle women like us and those of us who have been forced to rely on welfare or scrape by is circumstance. The rug hasn't been pulled out from under them yet. They haven't faced the sudden loss of a job, a career, had a boss who despises them, or a natural disaster, a health crisis, a divorce that broke them, or the kind of grief that consumes every ounce of your being. They haven't been stripped of their safety, their stability, or the life they thought they controlled. That's all it is, luck, timing. And yet they act as though their ignorance gives them authority to judge, to shame, to attack. They fail to see how close life can come to breaking anyone at any moment. They don't realize how vulnerable they are, how fragile the illusion of control really is. And that one misstep, one twist of fate, could place them in the exact same position. We who have survived the fires of loss, betrayal, and abject uncertainty understand the stakes. I've had no choice but to learn to build sovereignty where none existed, to create abundance from almost nothing, to rise from ashes. And when I see the ignorance of those who haven't yet been tested, all I can do is shake my head, knowing they don't know what they don't know. And that karma is patient. So many women are ashamed to ask for help. They're afraid, and it's hard times right now. They don't want to beg, they don't want to seem needy, they don't want to expose themselves or admit that they need support. And the world, the system, society, it fails to see how hard that is. It refuses to acknowledge that they are, in fact, trying their damnedest. It keeps you thinking there is no way forward. What's worse is that it only adds insult to injury when you realize that the fact that society can't see that there's literally nothing we haven't considered, and that we've had to do some things that we never would have done otherwise if we didn't have kids depending on us. If we didn't know that we are capable of so much more than what we're currently living, and yet somehow all of our attempts seemed to be getting blocked, you slowly start to accept a new story, a lesser worthiness, or perhaps being on the receiving end of some kind of punishment. And all you want is to figure out how to turn things around. And right now, that's hard for people to see. It's heartbreaking. It makes the world feel hopeless. And resorting to begging is an attack on your worthiness itself. We are created to be sovereign. Here's the truth. As long as you rely solely on someone else, the system, a job, another person, you are at their mercy. But when you honor what you do receive, when you measure and celebrate, gratitude becomes the bridge to sovereignty. This manifesto, the Sovereign Abundance Transmission, goes beyond practical guidance. It is about identity, femininity, magic, and mission. It is about remembering the sacred power you were born with, the divine feminine energy, that fire that was buried under shame, silence, and survival. Because when we abandon our identity, we don't just lose our sense of self and style or self-worth. We lose sovereignty, our voice, our thread to God, creation, and our mission. And the cost of that? It's everything. Not just your independence or bank account, but your power to create your life on your own terms, your ability to influence, to receive and to manifest the magic that's always been yours. This is the shortened version, written to respond to my friend's post. But the full Sovereign Abundance Manifesto, it goes much deeper, spiritually, energetically, biblically, historically, practically too. It reveals the ways our truth, our power, and our feminine magic were hidden, buried, rewritten, and erased, and how to reclaim them. It uncovers the lies that made us believe we were beneath, unworthy, dependent on men or governments to survive. It exposes the systems of fear and control and shows how to rise beyond them, because the truth has always been in you. And here, in this moment, I want to share a glimpse, a shortened transmission, a sacred doorway into what comes next. You are not meant to live at the mercy of grace forever. But when grace arrives, you honor her, you name her, you count her. Because every meal that showed up just in time, every friend who said, "I've got you," every month you didn't know how you'd make it, but you did. That was proof that life refuses to let you fall. You've been rich this whole time, babe. You just forgot to count it. Abundance doesn't always come wrapped in $100 bills. Sometimes it's a hand-me-down coat. Sometimes it's a ride to work. Sometimes it's the miracle of still being here when you shouldn't be. Sometimes it's laughter. Start writing it down. Every gift, every discount, every open door, every moment of mercy. Put a number beside it and watch your ledger grow. Make it a habit, a ritual. Because what you recognize, you magnetize. What you praise multiplies. And when you start accounting for your blessings, you stop feeling like a beggar at your own banquet. But let's be honest. You can't build your sovereignty on the mercy of other people. This world will not hand you stability. You have to become it. Sovereignty means learning to generate your own light, to create your own flow, to build a foundation that no one can take from you. And gratitude is the bridge. It's the frequency that turns luck into flow, help into harvest, survival into sovereignty. So yes, give thanks for every ounce of grace. Honor the ones who obeyed the call to help. Bless them for their empathy, their generosity, their timing. But don't stay rescued. Rise. Use the strength that mercy gave you to build what mercy no longer needs to hold. You are not waiting on abundance. You are remembering it. You are not poor. You are in training for power. A woman who cannot be subtracted from. So keep a ledger of all the income that comes into your home, not just monetarily. Then that's giving your brain the proof it needs to see that you are rich. And this is just the beginning. The full Sovereign Abundance Manifesto dives deeper into history, spirituality, scripture, divine feminine truth, and the hidden power that has always been yours. It shows you how to reclaim your identity, your magic, your mission, and your ability to create the wealth, abundance, and life you were born to have. Now, colleagues and research advised me that a full manifesto of this level The kind of spiritual, energetic, and practical wisdom contained in the Sovereign Abundance transmission could easily be priced at $222. Some even said $777, or even thousands. And some spiritually gifted business owners said they would only offer it to high-ticket clients or within exclusive communities. But I know this message is meant to reach the women who need it the most, the ones who don't have that kind of money. So I've chosen to make it accessible. This is your divine download. It is a call, it is a transmission, and if it reached you, it is meant for you. Here is your choice to claim your sovereignty now. The full Sovereign Abundance transmission is going to be made available for members for free inside the House of Sovereign Style. Consider it a welcome home gift. Or for anyone ready to make a sacred exchange, right now, I'm offering the full multi-page transmission for just $5. That's less than a pack of cigarettes or the same as a cup of coffee. The question is simple. What do you value more? Your bad habits or transforming into the sovereign, wealthy, abundant, powerful, respected, and magical woman you were created to become? The choice is yours, but the moment is now. Your sovereignty is waiting. Your truth is yours to remember. Comment, "Take me past the velvet rope" to join the community and receive the manifesto for free. Or comment, "I'll pay in magical money" to download the full transmission for just $5 today. I will see you on the other side of your transformation, babe.